What's up, everybody? It's your boy Elite Shot 1993 Gaming.
My name's Skull Hunter 420, and today we are going to talk about two games that are going to be coming out this year: Call of Duty World War II and Assassin's Creed Origins. Now, for Call of Duty WW2, we would like to see better zombies.
And no exosuits.
No exosuits. No, none. Zippo.
Not the zombies.
You see
Multiplayer, I don't care.
you see this body? No exosuit's gonna fit over it.
No, believe me, they got exosuits that fit over there.
Possibly. And we want to see jump scales.
Well, basically, what I was watching on E3, when on Facebook Live, where Sledgehammer announced the game, if y'all watched it on Facebook, they were announced the multiplayer campaign trailers, and now they are announcing the zombies here soon, which Sledgehammer did confirm that it's not, they're trying to make it a horror game type jump scare, which basically that's a good thing for us because Sledgehammer did create horror games before they jumped on Call of Duty, creating Call of Duty games with Activision, Treyarch, and Infinity Ward, which mostly not too many people understand that Sledgehammer's the one who came out with Advanced Warfare, which was a terrible game. Honestly, I think my opinion.
Well, some people. I mean, we gotta accept the other people. Some say it's a great game.
FaZe and Optic, and then the people who actually appreciate that game. Hats off to you. I couldn't play it. It was too much exosuit jump. I'm pretty sure some of you people would agree with me. This is my first video. If you want to go subscribe to my channel, you can. I will have videos up here soon. And basically what's going on is I'm helping him with his YouTube channel right now. He don't have the equipment to do it, so he has a couple gameplays. If you hit the like, subscribe, or even comment of what games you would like us to talk about or see in the future, I'll do my best. If you want to see Prey gameplay from him, if it has to come down to it, I'll buy the game and let him borrow it, so he'll get some gameplay up for it. And
I'm just telling you now, if I play some scary games like Prey, expect me screaming my ass off.
Which, shout out to Red Wolf Gamer. He's a great YouTuber. I know he's from Canada. He's a great YouTuber. He plays nothing but horror games, and he has a whole bunch of fan base to it. Shout out to Ali, the one that I watched, that helped watch the videos and give me the information off YouTube about what's going on with the new Call of Duty. I was just informed last night. I was watching a video that there is a Black Ops 3 mode. It is a mod. Actually, I should say, it is, you can actually play it's a beta map for the World War II zombies, and it's a survival game. What actually surprised me is they put the Warden from Black Ops 2 and Mob of the Dead, I'm pretty sure y'all played that. And basically what I'd like to see is more better zombies. I mean, most game companies like Treyarch, they try to make it scary, so did Infinity Ward, and it didn't work. They're all the same basic zombies. You survive rounds and stuff like that. The story modes are okay. I mean, Black Ops 3 zombies, I love Black Ops 3 zombies. I will have gameplay for that up here soon. Multiplayer, I'll have gameplay for that up here soon. Hopefully when he gets the game, we'll have commentary and stuff, live gameplay going up on both channels, live streaming and stuff like that. If you have an Xbox One, I will be live streaming here probably in the next couple days on Mixer or
whatever the hell you record on that.
I can't think of the last one. Mixer's the new one they did the update for.
I've never even attempted to record on my Xbox. Me and him's gonna try.
I'm trying to think of the other one.
But
Mixer and what else?
There's
another one on there. It's the first update broadcast where you can broadcast off your Xbox. Can't think of the name of it right now. It slipped my mind. Mixer is the new one they did the update for.
Another decent zombie game, which is old, Red Dead Redemption.
That's a good game. It's a good game. I had played the zombies. I watched some gameplay for
the zombie for it was good, but it tends to. I mean, it's not as good as some of the zombie games that are going to be coming out, like Days Gone. That one's just going to blow the tops off people. But I mean, yeah, it was. That's about the only one. Yeah. That's about the only one I played, so... I mean, first-person shooters, you know, if you see me on one, like Battlefield 1,
That's another game I'll be broadcasting.
That's one both of us will be broadcasting.
He's not very good at it. So
nah, you will see me... If you want to see someone die in the stupidest and funniest ways, you go to my channel.
If you want to see go beast mode and killing everybody in sight...
you want to see someone camping their ass off.
My channel.
Sniping. That's his channel.
Or you want to see me just kill people with LMG, with the MG15.
You want to see someone die and go Rambo with a shotgun. That's
his
me.
channel.
That's me. I try providing...
I'm okay with shotguns. He's actually better with shotguns. I'm better with the machine guns and stuff.
Because I cannot shoot very good. I mean...
He's used to playing GTA.
I'm used to playing third-person shooters. I ain't used to playing first-person shooters, so I gotta get used to that.
But the next thing on our list here is actually AC Unity. Origins.
Nope. Assassin's Creed Origins. Get it right, Brandon. Don't confuse it with Unity.
Oh, my bad. Not Unity.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry he is even comparing it to Unity.
Unity was terrible.
The bugs on it was shit.
Multiplayer was shit.
The multiplayer, you kept freezing.
No, not just freezing. They don't have. They didn't give enough story mode.
No, it was basically just heist missions with Unity. Heist missions and just assassinate someone. But with Assassin's Creed Origins, they are not going to put multiplayer. Now they're saying multiplayer may come back in the future. But as of right now, it is not coming back. For right now.
Which they should bring it back. I mean, they should at least do the AC thing.
Well,
you can actually play with a buddy online and do side missions. But they should at least do a separate story mode for it.
I understand that.
And Ubisoft, if you're ever watching these videos on YouTube or watching people talk about it, please put multiplayer in this one. Because the last one, you didn't put multiplayer. Everybody fucking hated it, and that was Syndicate.
The only thing...
Unity. Everybody loved Unity a little bit, but they also hated it because your regular story mode single player mode was terrible.
Well, see, I think people mainly hated it because of the bugs and that was in it. Because I play it to this day still, and I mean, the bugs ain't that bad in it, but I mean. The story mode, they tried going with an Ezio spin-off, the way it seemed.
For this Assassin's Creed Origins, please do not put two different people in the fucking game. Like, they changed the main character so much and get off topic with it. It's just like Call of Duty did with the Exodus suits. They got out of control with it, which Call of Duty is now coming back to boots on ground.
Well, the way they're talking about it, there's going to be a sequel to it. And by the way, this year it is going to be in Egypt, ancient Egypt, the 5th dynasty, I believe. Can't remember the name of the people, but it's going to be in ancient Egypt, 5th dynasty. You're a ex-slave. You look like Altair, only more darker. Obviously, but
he's mixed. The new character's mixed.
Yeah, well,
I'm glad they did something different. I mean, first it was Pirates on 4, then they went to Rogue on 360.
Dude, the pirates were awesome. The pirates were awesome.
The only thing, yes, 4 was I did George 4.
I think the two best ones that they have done has been the Ezio trilogies and Assassin's Creed 4. Assassin's Creed 3 with Connell wasn't that bad. I mean, it tied up with the Edward Kenway family, which I kind of wish they would have done differently. but they do what they do. But what we want to see in the new Assassin's Creed game, more outfits.
More outfits and better controls, smoother gameplay, smoother parkour.
Yeah, smoother.
Better combat.
Oh yeah, definitely better combat.
More weapons, more outfits, and we want to see smoother control, like for Xbox PS4.
Like when you run up a building, it wants to be
actually
smooth.
go up the building instead of jumping. Sometimes your character, if you try to go up to the next platform,
it'll delay.
It would delay,
or it won't
and your
let
person
you.
would jump off the wall and you die. It just depends how high you are.
Oh, I fucking hate
better
that.
Controls. It definitely needs better controls.
I fucking hated that, especially in Unity. I mean, that was
I hated it in Revelations.
Yes.
Was the most terrible control. It had the funkiest
everything,
controls ever.
Everything was, all the buildings were close too, so when you think you'd make a jump and you wouldn't make a jump, that was just
you would just fall straight to the ground and have to climb all the way back up. But sometimes if you're in a tower and you fall,
oh yes,
then you'll die.
You think there's a haystack and then there's not a haystack, and you just
like that one trophy that you had to climb that one tower of Revelations within, I think, 50 seconds.
Oh, that was easy.
When you got halfway up it, when you used the hook claw, first one you used the hook claw, I've tried it. I've died 3 times on that because the person wouldn't jump. Izio wouldn't jump up.
Dude, in
order right off the wall.
Oh yeah, that's actually, that might be a little bug, because actually each time
I've seen actual YouTubers.
Well, each time I've done it, which I've done it probably 2 times. Admittedly, each time I've beat him. I've beat that challenge. But what you need to do is every time those 2 close spaces, what you want to do. Sorry about that. What you want to do is, instead of just going up normally, when those 2 close ones, you want to use the hook claw to jump up to the next one. That makes you go up faster. But with the weapons, I mean, it seems like there's going to be a bow and arrow. From the images that we have seen, there's going to be a bow and arrow, a shield, most likely a sword, since it's in ancient Egypt.
Yeah.
But it won't be like a Roman sword. It'll just be, it'll be, I forget what they call them. It looks like a C.
Hook claw?
No, it ain't a hook claw. It's
scythe?
Nah, it ain't a scythe. Scythe is...
No. There's 2 different things.
Well, yeah, that might be the name for...
The scythe is the Grim Reapers. The scythe...
The Psy, I think, maybe.
Scythe.
Yeah, that might be it.
It's like scythe, but
it's
spelled different. But
hopefully there's most likely going to be a couple default outfits that you will have to wear here and there. They're talking about customization, but it seems like it's just going to be the armor that goes over top of it. Hopefully it's the outfit too. And hopefully they're saying it's going to be like Unity, but hopefully the prices are going to be much farther cheaper. Because in Unity, it was just fucking ridiculous. I mean, like 20,000 for just something, like for a piece of armor or something, and it was way worse.
They should bring back from Revelations, Assassin's Creed Revelations, and that is the crossbow.
There's going to be a bow and arrow, so it'll be more like...
They should have the bow and arrow and the crossbow both as an inventory on Origins.
Well, back then, I don't think... Well, the Mongols had a crossbow.
One weapon they should actually... I've never actually seen in here is actual Grim Reaper scythe.
And you know what?
Ubisoft should definitely.
With it being in Egypt, that actually would be a good weapon, because then, I mean, you can knock people over with it, you can stab them.
There's one more thing they do need to add in this, and it would actually be probably, if they could work this way into a story mode for Assassin's Creed, Origins is possibility have a boss battle at the end instead of having to kill your targets very easily. So make it a little harder on the player to kill their targets.
Well, the way they normally put it is it's normally multiple bosses. So it's normally multiple boss fights.
I mean like a big boss fight.
Yeah.
Like God of War type. Which that's another video coming up here soon. Probably in the next hour and a half. Stay tuned for that. But basically what I'm trying to say is they need to add like a boss battle. Like add the Grim Reaper in as a boss battle.
Actually, with it being...
I mean, it might sound stupid at first, but they should add a dude, a big, huge dude like in God of War that carries a scythe around.
You know,
and he's the big boss, and he's very hard to kill. Like, make it more harder for the targets not to be killed. Make the AI more smarter, more intelligent of where their surroundings are, and everything.
You know, actually, something like that might happen, because with it being in ancient Egypt back then, there was the god Horus, there was Set, you know, and Set was pretty much like the evil one. So, I mean, you know, and plus with the first civilization, you know, a couple of them could be the ancient gods. So maybe you can battle it out with, you know, one of them. I mean, I think that'd be awesome. Battling it out with an ancient, with a first civilization person.
You know what boss battle they should have? And I just thought of it. They should have a boss battle with this. 2 assassins battles with Ezio and with Altair.
You know, that's the old. We might have to save that for a different one, because we could do. You know what?
And all you Assassin's Creed fans, if you played the game, you like the game, and you played all of them, basically you know what I'm talking about. For the ones who don't know what Assassin's Creed is,
look it up on YouTube.
Look it up on YouTube. Altair is the first assassin that ever lived, pretty much, and he's like the godfather of assassins. But he died.
Top dog.
He died in, I think, Revelations. Who told the story of how he died.
Yeah, Revelations told the story.
And so far, it's not confirmed that Altair's dead, and it's not confirmed that Des Bryant is not Des Bryant.
Altair's dead.
No, what's up?
Desmond Miles.
Desmond Miles is not dead either.
People, if you've seen or played Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, it shows them picking up his body and carrying it out. That's how they got the DNA for Black Flag. And with that, some people think that it's not really his body. Well, people think it's a clone of his body, and he's actually still alive. But in that case, for this new game, I would like to see a better modern day. I'd like for them to go back to where the modern day was when Desmond was alive. The third person, you could walk around, interact with the different people, like Rebecca and so on. I want to see that come back.
The future, like with Resident Evil, for instance, Resident Evil just started a whole brand new series with Resident Evil 7 being first person. I would like to see a first person Assassin's Creed game.
See now, if you would do...
That would be dope.
See now, though, with the... actually, I would, you know, that for some people, that might get a new crowd in. But it would be nice for them to do it like GTA, to make it to where you have the option of either doing a third person
that could work. I mean,
game.
That's reliable. I mean, that's probably what they would do first.
Because, I mean, me personally...
In GTA, for instance, I'm just going to bring up GTA 6 for a second. They should have that first person. I mean, I know it's probably not coming out until next year or 2019 or 2020. It's not confirmed or what year it's coming out yet, but they should do that in first person. But as far as I know of, the information is going to be a large map, and basically what's going on is it's going to have all the characters from all the past GTAs,
which will be awesome.
Which is going to have CJ from San Andreas. It's going to have Sweets.
Nah, Sweets can't be in it. He's dead.
No, Sweets is not dead. That's Big Smoke.
Oh, Big Smoke was dead, yeah.
Big Smoke you threw out there because I beat the game 5 times.
Sorry about that, people. I haven't played that in a long time.
He has not beat San Andreas yet.
No, I keep getting stuck at the freaking part where you gotta...
Fly the airplane?
No, you gotta kill the little airplanes. It's like a mini...
No. You don't have to do that.
Yeah, I do.
I did it. I skipped that. That's a side objective.
It ain't on mine because I've done every single mission that you can possibly do, and that's the only.
You are still stuck in San Andreas.
Yeah, I'm stuck in that. But I'm sorry for going off topic though. The people that are making this game are the people that did Black Flag. So those are going to be a lot of nice trees. Those supposed to be oases. You're supposed to have illusions or hallusions. And they're saying that the map is supposed to be 3 times bigger than Black Flag, and there's supposed to be no loading screens.
Which is supposed to be coming out this year in October. Which my point is, if the map is supposed to be bigger than two games combined, 2 or 3 games combined, how they're going to come out with the game in October if the map's not done yet?
Well, they said that the possible release date would be sometime in October, but it is at least coming out sometime this year. So, I mean, this is I'll recap what we want to see in Assassin's Creed Origins.
And Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. We'll start with Call of Duty first.
Well, basically, what Call of Duty needs is better gameplay, more smoother controls.
Just do everything better.
It's a great game. Call of Duty Zombies are great as it is now. But to make it a little bit better, don't have rounds. Make it into a story. Sledgehammer is making a story mode for the zombies. An actual story based off your gameplay as you start. You'll have objectives, stuff to do.
Make it to where you gotta go, your objective is to go pop a guy in the head.
Basically, what that is now, in Black Ops 3, Black Ops didn't really have an objective, but your objective is to survive rounds. Black Ops 2, they had objectives, and it had story mode with Misty, Brosman, Stillinger, and somebody else. But then they added Rick Toffin, Tico, Nikolai, and the rest of them in there, that was a great gameplay. I love Black Ops 2 Origins. I love Black Ops 2 Mob of the Dead. Mainly, they just added too many characters in it to go off topic with Black Ops 2 with the DLCs, which I hope Sledgehammer, if you're ever on Facebook or YouTube looking at people commentary or stuff like that, watch this video because it could help you in the future. I mean, I know you're a new gaming company and
hats
stuff
off to
that,
you.
Which you're good at horror games. You're the one that made Mass Effect, which not too many people understand. Sledgehammer Games made Mass Effect. They did make all the Mass Effect games, including the new one that is coming out this year, which is made by Sledgehammer, and it's Sledgehammer's turn this year to do Call of Duty game, and I'm glad they're taking him back to World War II, which I understand that Battlefield right now has more money coming in than Call of Duty, because Call of Duty didn't really have that much money because of Infinite Warfare. Then they came out with the Legacy Edition that had Call of Duty 4 Remastered.
Well, plus if
is a good game.
Plus, if you look at it, the last game that went to World War II was Medal of Honor. And
No,
I mean that.
No, they do have one Call of Duty game that was based off World War II, and that
Oh,
was
yeah?
World at War.
Oh.
World at War. That's what originally started
okay.
zombies.
Okay,
was
yeah.
World at War.
Well, like I said,
They
you
went
know.
World at War, Black Ops 2, now Black Ops 3. Infinite War's first year making zombies in theirs was Infinite Warfare. Now Sledgehammer is putting zombies in theirs, which it's only Sledgehammer's second year putting zombies.
What?
There's
Okay.
Sledgehammer's Exosuits and Call of Duty Advanced Warfare was terrible because they give zombies exosuits, which
Oh man,
that's just terrible gameplay.
That would just be terrible.
Which LEA even said in one of his videos that he didn't really care for the exosuit because LEA, he's a big YouTuber. He has over 8 million subscribers.
The only thing that would be good about that is getting away from the zombies, but then having the zombies have them.
But the thing I do want...
That's a little OP.
The thing I do want zombies to keep is the leveling up system and the prestige systems. Like Black Ops 3 has. That's the thing that should stay.
Okay, but recapping. Call of Duty WW2. Battle zombies. We want jump scales to scale
And
the living shit out of us.
And no
exosuits. Don't want no exosuits. Garbage it. Throw it in the garbage. Do a Kobe. Do a Shaq. Slam dunk that bitch. Assassin's Creed Origins. We want more outfits. Battle customizations. I mean, and don't give us, the customizations to where, you buy one thing and it's supposed to be good for your character, like in Stealth or something like Unity did, and make it to where it looks god awful. And then the one that looks brand spanking new, looking good, make that the shittiest one. I mean, don't do that. We want that. We want smoother parkour. Gotta be smooth. And they're saying it's gonna be just like Unity, only they're throwing in some of the parkour from Watch Dogs 2. So if you want to see some of the parkour and skills that they got on that game, go watch some of the gameplay. Battle combat. Syndicate was decent, but I mean the combat was just, too much shit going on. We want good combat, but we don't want it like Syndicate. Battle storyline. Okay, the storyline in the past, I ain't worried about that shit, because that shit's normally good. They normally kill it every time. Except for the last couple years, it was decent. The way he's saying it, he wasn't that into it, but he's a picky guy. Look at this. Look at the tattoo. Look at that. He's picky.
Oh, that ain't picky.
But
There's a ball match tattoo.
But what I want to see,
like hell, though.
Yeah. But
especially right here.
Yeah. But what I want to see is a Bell storyline in modern day. I want them to take it to where it's a third person walk around like Desmond. I want you to be able to interact with different people. And since they're having it in ancient Egypt, when you play in modern day as that person, and hopefully it's in third person, hopefully they have you in Egypt like they did with, what game was it? Assassin's Creed 3, where you had to go to the,
I have one more thing to say. In Origins, they should bring back tomahawks from 3.
Yes, tomahawks. Oh, yeah. Tomahawks and war clubs. Both of them were the shit. But I want them to hang on to that thought. I know you're about to say something. I want them to do it to where you go through the past and you have to find something, like let's say a piece of Eden. Like with Ezio, how he hid it in, what the fuck was that place in Rome? The gladiator shit, whatever you want to call it. That big ass.
That's the Roman ring.
Yeah, the big ass arena.
Whatever
Whatever the fuck you want to call it. But how he hit it in there, and then how you had to go to that place.
Think about that.
How you had to go to that place in the modern day to get it. I want them to do something like that with ancient Egypt and the modern day for that. I want them to hide a piece of Eden in the past to where you had to find it in the future. Weapons. The weapons are going to be minimal, but I want more weapons, and I want it to where you can be able to carry more weapons. Unlike with Unity, to where you only had, your side weapon, your hidden blade, and, like a gun. I want them to bring back the weapons wheel. Okay, now go ahead. I know you was going to say something.
There's one game that we forget to put on the list, and it comes out this year or sometime next year, and that is Far Cry 5.
Yes, Far Cry 5. I have not played Far Cry yet. I played a little bit of Primal. I wasn't that into it, but it might have...
I am a big Far Cry fan.
Yes.
I played all of them. I have not played Primal yet, which I'm going to buy here soon.
You know what?
On the 8th when I get paid. That's what I'm going to buy. Probably bought that, and I'm probably going to buy some Rainbow Six Siege.
You know what? Sorry about that truck going by. With Far Cry 5, it's kind of looking like a cult. Like you're in a cult or whatever.
No, you're fighting against the cult.
Oh, you're fighting against the cult. That one I might buy just to see if I like it. But Skull Hunter 420.
Peace out.
Lee Salk Gaming. Goodbye.